Today on CBTV, we're going to talk about how the highly awaited, highly anticipated Idaho Falls Event Center is now $500,000 closer to becoming a reality. We're also going to discuss the exciting merging of two major Idaho-based construction businesses. And finally, work is well underway for the development of a downtown city center in Chubbuck. I'm Tyson with CBTV-Idaho. We're going to get into it after the intro. Welcome back, guys, to another really exciting weekly news update. If this is your first time visiting with us, don't forget to like the video if you found the information helpful, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you want to get updates on the news stories construction based in the Idaho area as they unfold. I'm Tyson. I'm your videographer and journalist for construction business news in Idaho. We're going to start off with that last story in Chubbuck. We're going to talk about the development of the corner of Burley Drive and East Linden Avenue in Chubbuck is more than a new city hall now. The Chubbuck Public Works Director, Rodney Birch, explained that everything about the development is designed for growth. The office space within the building will be filled at 60% capacity on day one. Streets currently surrounding the building have been designed to accommodate an influx in foot traffic, and new streets are being laid with an eye on sufficient parking. The surrounding land has been designated by the Chubbuck Development Authority for small business occupancy. Construction of the new city hall began April 28th of 2020, and before that ever happened, the timeline has always been set for July 2021 for opening. Throughout the 14-month build, CM Company Inc., the Idaho-based construction company tasked with the development, has never been more than 5 days off of its timeline, according to Birch, and he is happy to report the city is still on schedule for a July opening. Construction of the building itself is only a small portion of the progress. Burley Drive and East Linden Avenue are being widened to allow for parking to be altered from parallel to diagonal, allowing for additional spaces. New streets are also being added around the perimeter of the building, while the naming of those streets will be decided in a public meeting January 6th, so that's tomorrow. Previous meetings have been led to a set theme, mountains and rivers. The design of the streets, new and existing, will fall into the city center theme. So CM Company Regional Manager Garrett Coldade has said they aren't going to be like a typical roadway. They're going to be 10-foot roadwalks, a lot of plantings, and streetlights, lighting pedestals. And Birch went on to say that as much as we can resist it, we're not going to do parking garages and parking lots. That's why we converted from parallel parking to diagonal parking. We created enough parking in this block to not only serve the city hall, but also those adjoining pads when they're built out. I'm going to leave a link in the details below this video where you can find more information on what's being said concerning this construction project. Okay, now we're going to switch gears and talk about the recent merging that went down between two construction businesses in eastern Idaho. It says here that Idaho Falls-based general contractor Morgan Construction announced in a news release that it recently merged with Meridian-based ESI Construction, Idaho's largest privately held general contractor, to, quote, create significant growth opportunities and bolster the company's ability to serve clients in eastern Idaho. So Matt Morgan, who's the founder of Morgan Construction, said this in a news release. We're excited to be part of ESI's team, and we believe this merger will enable us to serve our clients at an even higher level, thanks to the resources that ESI brings to the table. Okay, so as part of this merger, Morgan Construction is going to become Morgan Construction LLC, a division of ESI. So in this new role, Morgan says he'll be working alongside ESI team in combining the two companies' capabilities and return to working directly with clients to provide a personal touch in getting people's projects off the ground. ESI Construction says that they were looking to partner with another successful contractor to expand its footprint, and that's what brought about the merger between these two companies. ESI's president and co-owner Neil Nielsen says this: This merger of two companies allows ESI an exciting opportunity to support already established clients and new clients on existing projects by enhancing our efficiency and response to a broader market. Idaho is our home, and we want to be able to serve all communities throughout the Gem State as we grow together. Developing Eastern Idaho is important to ESI and Morgan Construction. Matt's talented team will have the full support of ESI's resources so we can continue to complete great projects for our clients across Idaho. Okay, so this last story is a particularly exciting one because I can remember almost 10 years ago casting my vote for the development of the Idaho Falls Event Center. And as we all in Idaho Falls know, not a lot has been done. That has been a very slow work in progress, but it has been progress. Even more progress has been made recently, and I think we're finally going to start seeing some real development here very soon. So in this article, we're going to talk about the financial boost that was granted to the Mountain America Center. Apparently, Mountain America actually purchased the naming rights for this event center last year for $4.5 million. It says here the Teton Group donated $500,000 to the Idaho Falls Auditorium District, which has spent the better part of a decade planning and collecting funds to construct a large auditorium. It says here the Teton Auto Group donated $500,000 to the Idaho Falls Auditorium District, which has spent the better part of a decade collecting funds and planning for the construction of a large auditorium and event center. Earlier this year, the auditorium board determined they needed another $2.5 million before the work could start on the project. This contribution is a significant step toward that goal. The Teton Auto Group president Mario Hernandez has said this: "We've been watching this project and trying to find a way to get involved for quite some time now. Through the efforts of the people who are doing the hard work, we were able to come to terms with a significant contribution to help keep the momentum moving forward in this." So the really interesting thing about this project is that it was actually set to begin construction in March of last year. We of course all know what happened in March of last year. The big COVID pandemic broke out, halted a lot of things, halted a lot of construction projects across the country, I'm sure across the world. And in our case particularly, it also kind of cut the lifeblood of the funding that needed to happen for this to become a reality, because I remember in 2011 casting my vote to pass the hotel bed tax, which would be the main provider of funds for this project. With the outbreak of the pandemic, that obviously affected the commerce of hotels, which affected the tax revenue that would be attributed to the construction of this project. And to make matters worse, the Idaho Falls Auditorium District was not receiving any federal aid to help offset what they were losing in hotel bed taxes. However, the contribution of the Teton Auto Group is a big step toward realizing the dream that a lot of us have been looking forward to for 10 years now. So before the donation from the Teton Auto Group, the Idaho Falls Auditorium District was about $2.5 million short of what they needed to begin construction on this project. This donation brings them closer to about the $2 million mark, and they have a number of offers lined up at this point that they're just processing through to see what works best for them. Either way, I think that this is finally going to become a reality. It's been much anticipated. I've very much been looking forward to it, and I know that many other people in the Idaho Falls area have as well. And it's going to bring in a lot of revenue and a lot of stimulated economy in the East Idaho area. Thank you guys again for watching today's weekly news update. My name is Tyson, and I'm the local journalist and videographer for CBTV-Idaho. You guys drive safe.